Hello! Today I'm going to do an exciting tutorial of how I edit my car shot. I know you've seen a lot of my car photography on Instagram. I love taking photos of them, and today I'm going to show you how I edit it in Lightroom and then Photoshop. Here is a really nice red Ferrari. Look at that. Okay. First of all, I'm going to make sure it's straight. Okay. To match the Instagram ratio 5:4, I make sure the car is balanced in the center. That looks good. And then I click auto. So I just adjust each setting slightly. This is a rough edit before I pull it into Photoshop. I don't like to do too much vignette in Lightroom because it will cover up the Ferrari. I just do like slightly and I do just a rough edit in Lightroom, then I bring it into Photoshop. First I duplicate the layer, then my very first step usually is doing the dodge and burn. I realized you guys don't have dodge and burn under the action. I added that myself, so I need to explain quickly. To get dodge and burn, it's very easy. You just click curve, then brighten it up, Command I, and then do another curve to darken it. Same thing, Command I. There you go. These are your two dodge and burn, and you can rename it dodge, and that's burn. So there you go. These are my two layers for dodge and burn. Make sure the brush is white, so the layer is black. So I put the flow to 5% so it's not too harsh. And then, so dodge and burn is to pretty much increasing the contrast. The burn tool is to darken any part that's already in shadow. For example, here you can see this part is in shadow. So I do a little bit to make it even darker. And then hit the bracket on the screen to adjust the brush size. Sometimes it's better with smaller brush. You can see the difference with the dodge and burn that I just did. The shadow is now darker. Pretty much anywhere that's in shadow. So even the car, if you zoom all the way in, you can tell. So I'm now switching to dodge. Pretty much anywhere that's in the light section. So anywhere that's bright, you can use the dodge to brighten it even more. Again, just to increase the contrast. Usually the headlight is very important. I make sure it's very bright. You can tell. I mean, it's already very bright. The Ferrari icon and the leaves, so you can see some of the leaves are quite bright. They're under the sun, so then I would brighten them up even more. So here's before, after. I know it's not a big difference, but it's just make it a bit more contrasty. Next part, I want to get rid of the license plate. I use spot healing brush tool, and then I need it bigger. You can tell it's getting rid of the license plate now. Very easy. So if there's something on the floor that I don't like and I want to get rid of, I can. Well, there's not really any trash on. I think these are all leaves. So usually if I spot a trash, I get rid of it with my spot healing tool again. I just, did that. You can see it's gone. Again, it's just the details. Please no bikes. Shall I get rid of that? Maybe not. Now I want to merge all the layers. I do Shift Option Command E. Okay, now this layer 1 is the merged layer from all the bottom ones. I want to blur out the background a little bit. So filter, camera raw filter. Make sure the texture is all the way to -100. Press OK. Option, click the mask. So the layer is in black. That way I can use the white brush. Ultimately, I want to blur out the background slightly. So I do the white brush and a big tool, and then do like that. I mean, you can see in the layer, it's doing something. It's not that obvious, but it's good because you don't want it to be too obvious. Seems like it's not enough, so I do. You can always adjust the flow to a bit higher, 50, then the effects would be more obvious. Yep, it's doing something. So before, after, before, after. The leaves are now softer and a bit more blurry now. And maybe slightly on the floor, but I don't want to be, don't want to be too harsh. So I do a bit, just a little bit in the front. So yep, now you can see the difference. Next thing I want to do is to, again, Shift Option Command E. I want to sharpen the car a little bit, increase both texture and clarity, just a little bit. Then I, again, Option, click that, so the layer is black. White brush, smaller brush size. So you zoom all the way in, you can decide where you want to sharpen the car. Usually headlight is where I do it. And the wheel. It's just the finer details, Next thing I do, you see the curve up here under adjustments. Press that. I'm going to create some more vignette, so I move the curve a bit lower. You can see it's getting darker. I press Command I to invert the mask to black. Then I again use the white brush tool. 20%. Low. Okay. What I'm going to do is make the brush really big. That way it's more subtle. Well, subtle as in it will create kind of a nice vignette. You'll see. Before, after. Before, after. Okay, I also want to darken the background a bit. You can tell the background is getting darker. And that's what I like. So now I'm gonna do another curve. This time I move it more upward so it's bright. Then invert the mask. I'm going to brighten up the spotlight, which is this Ferrari. So now it's brighter. So the last step I would do is to make this, actually the second to the last step is channel mixer. This will make the photo more moody. Overlay. Obviously that's too much, so I go from 0 and then slide right. See what it looks like. That's without, that's with. Yeah, that looks good. I think it looks better than before. So last step, actually I want to bring it into Lightroom. Save. I would look at different filters. That one is kind of cool. So there you go, that's the outcome. Hope you enjoyed my car tutorial, or car photography tutorial. Let me know in the comment if there's any questions or what do you think about this video. I'm going to make more tutorials like this, so please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Bye!